Hello everyone, this is me, Mr. Tyrex here, and welcome back to Tails Adventures playthrough, the second part of this playthrough that is, and we're heading to Lake Rocky. So, pretty much, make sure you have your Vulcan gun equipped, so that way you can have some sort of defense against the birds and the mines right there. And we're pretty much gonna be heading straight. And just like in Triple Trouble, Tails can use his Sea Fox to drill through those rocks that are in front of him. That is. Pretty much we're going straight, as we don't have the items to gain access to the areas right around him. Above or below Tails for that instant. So we're pretty much going, see, like the mine right there, we need something for that. So it's all about just going through this area here, drilling our way through. Yeah, pretty much like I mentioned before, I call this thing the Sea Fox. It's pretty much called the Sea Fox in this game. And Archie Comics, and it was first used in the Archie Comics in the Tails miniseries, or the prelude to Tails miniseries, that is, where he went up to a remote island to encounter an automated Fiona Fox and Dr. Robotnik Dr. Robotnik set a trap for him to roboticize him, but Tails prevailed, and it turns out that the Fiona Fox was a fake and a robot the whole time. And he takes off to go to Down Under, which is the miniseries, but I digress. It's time to head to the Cavern Island, where we're gonna be finding some objects here. So let's go. How I like the hammer. But Tails does get hit. And we're gonna go down right here. These enemies stay in one spot, so they're not a big deal. Pain in the ass at all. And look at that, Tails can just literally just destroy those with his hammer. And we're gonna head left right here. Go to the first area, because that second one will just take you right back to the beginning of the stage. And of course it's cavern, so it's gonna have to have bats. Of course. Oh, jeez. No. No. I like how I'm getting damage boosts right there. Like the speedrunners always call it damage boost. And I'm not a speedrunner, I'm just a casual gamer. And this is where we need to get T-Pup out for an item right here. And yeah, we're underwater, and Tails can somehow walk fine underwater, and T-Pup seems to go underwater at... Well, they're not at normal speed either, so I guess it is a video game after all. This area is the big pain in the ass right here, because we got to Yeah, it is a big pain in the ass, this part of the stage. Because there's so much bats here. But pretty much just get to that right corner and you're out of this area. And we're also gonna be grabbing an item that's mandatory to have here to access to more items. And it's coming up pretty soon. Let's walk through this area right here. And pretty much take out these enemies with the bombs. Tell you, these bats can be annoying to deal with. The hitbox. You gotta be precise with it. And also you want to save your health, by the way, because there is a boss fight coming up. And I got hit. Sometimes one block can be enough. Got my flight mode on. This is where you want to throw your remote bombs continuously. Because how the enemies are placed right there. This is where you want to just toss your bombs here. And be careful because there is collapsing platforms. And we got ourselves the napalm bomb. Very useful items that will gain us more access to more items in the game. I'm gonna grab more rings just for the boss fight coming up. Whew, that was close. If I jump there, it'll take me back, by the way. Not even joking. It'll drag you back there and you have to go through it all over again. And they placed enemies there, so... And this is the boss fight right here. The mask on, he's not too bad. And also, for some odd reason, if he... His hitbox is weird, too. And also, I unmasked him, so he's more dangerous since he can drop those big bombs on the floor, which is pretty much hard to dodge right there. And all I could do is just spam him. And we pretty much took him out right there. Guess I was spamming a lot of those bombs, I guess. And that anti-air missile. Very useful item, by the way. And we're gonna head to Lake Rocky. So, go to Tails' house. And equip some more items. Head to the dock. And we got some items we can equip. The anti-air missile and the mind. And we'll ready it up because we're going back to Lake Rocky. Because there's another boss fight coming up too, so... For this part right here, you want to use your anti-air missile right here. And it's for this part right here. And now, just keep making your way towards here and get to the center right here. The center will not hurt you whatsoever if you're in the center. They won't even hit you. I know I got hit from contact damage, but that's pretty much it. Pretty much just spam it and stay in the middle. You don't even need to bother dodging those small-ass barrels they toss at you. Or I guess in their pipe bombs, or whatever the fuck they're throwing. Because those barrels, no way these barrels can be that fucking tiny right there. And that's it for the boss fight right there. Pretty damn easy, I have to say. And let's make our way out of there. And it's time to head to Green Island. But let's equip some stuff here at Tails' house. So we can replace it with the napalm bomb and exit out. Now, time to go to Green Island. For this one, you want to use your napalm bomb to damage the wasps right there. And this is where you gotta be careful because there is invisible floors, mind you. Yeah, I repeat, invisible floors. So I recommend having Tails in flight mode for that. And this is where one of the few instances you gotta solve a puzzle using T-Pup to bring the spring down. But we don't need T-Pup anymore. So just push it. And watch out for those wasps. And take care of the wasp nest right there. Yeah, this is where you want to be really careful due to the invisible floors they have. Hold on. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Yep, this is what you happen. That's your punishment for screwing around. And they're a pain in the ass to take out, too. But without them out of the way, let's take care of those bird enemies right there. Those miniature muscle birds, or whatever they're called. Yeah, they're like strongman birds that look like SpongeBob's cousin in that one episode. Blackjack, SquarePants, SpongeBob's cousin Blackjack, but I digress. We got extra speed right there, as you saw. That is a mandatory item, by the way, because we're gonna go back to Lake Rocky to head to that other lake, and you know, you're gonna need that. Sucks that Tails cannot drop napalm, and it seemed to be not too effective Fucking wasps can be really annoying to deal with, I'll tell you. Alright, now to head to the third one, and I got hit by those mussel one. Alright, this is where we want to jump. Yeah, there is times where the wind can work against you, like I said. Now we're in the second area. And by the way, got FYI, we are also going to have to backtrack the whole level. But thanks to the invisible floors they have, pretty much they're double-edged swords, the invisible floors, as they're helpful for backtracking. So they're going to be helpful for backtracking in this level. I wish we could have, like, there was no instant exit right here. Alright, we're gonna have to destroy that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's what I was hoping not to do right there. Is destroy some ground right there. Alright. This is where we gotta be careful. Nah, this is not the part where we gotta be careful. Alright, so we got... and destroy that main wasp right there. More hornets' nests. Yeah, there's a lot of these fucking invisible floors. This is... it's kind of like, reminds me of Wily Castle from Mega Man 2. Wily Castle 2 from Mega Man 2, the fourth stage of Wily Castle in Mega Man 2. Where you have to deal with the invisible floors, but if you have, like, the bubble lead or the items, it's really helpful. But not using them, or not knowing to use them, can be pretty fucking hard, I tell you that. But I digress. This is actually not as a pain in the ass, but as Tails can use his flight mode. Oh, shh. Okay. This is where you just want to go straight. Don't stop. Just go straight. Because if you stop at that log right there, it's an invisible floor, by the way. Learn that the hard way. And now, time to use the things on those muscle-bound birds. And head up there, because that's a log that can take you there, for the wind could blow you. Oh, yeah. Hate when these birds can... This is where I would just use my napalm bombs like crazy. And gonna send T-Pup just to grab another useful item here. Pretty much, these enemies won't hurt T-Pup. And we got another Chaos Emerald. Really helpful that our flight meter and health have increased. So now it's time to backtrack. Well, everyone, this will be it for this part. So this is me, Mr. Tyrex, signing out. Peace out and enjoy.